All right, so people have asked, and yeah, we'll show you the camper. So this is what I made out of the back of my truck. So all total, without the batteries, I probably have maybe $750 invested in this. So, but yeah, it's quite comfortable. Perfect for one person, camping, fishing, just getaway, off-grid. So this is the control center, if you will. I'm gonna zoom out here just for some space. So this is my power distribution. I've got fuses for everything. This right here is my battery voltage, and that's my output current. So I'm drawing 1/2 amp right now. This is my input voltage, 12.7. The voltage is the same pretty much. These meters are 1/10 off. Chinese wonderful stuff. But you can see right now it's cloudy and gray out. Actually a drizzle, and I'm drawing 0.2 of an amp, or charging 0.2 of an amp right now with the cloud. So this is a little bench that I have. I can sit on the bench, or I can use it just as storage, or just for a countertop. This is my main countertop. I've got a battery powered speaker. I have some 12-volt speakers in the corners, but they were getting a lot of interference, so I think they're just going bad, so I may replace them. I've got some hooks up here, hat, stuff like that. Don's statue that he gave me for Christmas, so that's a bit of a joke. A carbon monoxide detector just in case. This is the charging controller for my solar panel. Yellow means it's, or amber means it is charging right now. If it goes green, that means it's full. This is the controller for my diesel heater, which is running right now. And with the diesel heater running and my phone charging, I'm drawing not even 1/2 amp. When it first fires up, it'll draw closer to 12 amps while it first initiates. These are my control switches. This is for shore power. I'll show you the charger for that later. This is the diesel heater. Main power disconnect. The solar panel, this one's not used. This is for under the counter LED lighting. You can see, and it goes down the sides and under the bed rail. I don't use it a whole lot, but it's nice when you're first getting set up, coming in and out. And I've got a phone holder, the front slider, which is pretty much open all the time, unless like last night when it really rained. This is the bed. It's a full-size bed, standard full size, 80 inches long and about 39 to 40 inches wide along the bed rails. On the top, there's my other speaker. I have some battery powered, what they call them, fairy lights that are velcroed up into the canopy. And then I also have a red LED strip that goes along the side for at night when I'm reading or just sitting in here. I have black vinyl privacy with 2 inches at the top, and with my height, if I'm outside, I can't look in. And then I have blackout curtains that drop down so that I have some natural light coming in. At the end, I have my bookshelf, storage shelf. So what I do is I put a sleeping bag on the bed, just as like I have a sheet over the mattress, and then I have this. Just gives me a little more insulation. And then I have my good Kelty 0-degree sleeping bag that I shove under there. My feet go under here when I'm sleeping at night. And I just pull that out, and then I have a blanket, and then I also have another blanket that I put along the edge here because I get a little bit of cold off of here. Just in case I get too cold at night, which has never happened. I usually wake up at night hot with the diesel heater just at idle. So I've got some books, battery powered lamp, a pistola, my toiletries, a fan if it gets too warm, or sometimes just to circulate, extra towel, my pants that I'm gonna wear later today, and then my sweater. I've got a couple hooks here on the end, so where I can hang my sweaters and stuff, but I can reach them from outside. Kind of hard to see with the lighting. I'm going to spin one more time around back to the beginning here. Underneath here you can see I have a 300 watt inverter to power AC stuff. I can run that, and that runs off the batteries. There's the discharge for the diesel heater, the vent. The pipe for that vent goes back under the bed, and it's fastened to the bottom of the bed, so the bed actually gets warm. Just some Canopy shelving that I take advantage of. This is the switch for, let me turn the inverter on real quick. So the inverter is on, and I have an LED fluorescent tube light that runs off the inverter that I can power, and that goes all the way across the back of the bed, and it gives me light. And none of this runs off the truck battery, which is really nice, because I don't want to run the truck batteries down. These all run off of my deep cycle batteries. So I come out to the back of the Canopy. I have a curtain right here of blackout material that hangs down and covers right here. That helps keep the heat in if it's cold, which a couple weekends or a couple months ago when I was out here it was. So that gives me some privacy first off, but it also helps keep the heat in. Also keeps it dark in there at night when I'm trying to sleep. I've got a couple hooks for extension cords. A lot of times I'll camp in the state parks in the winter. They still offer electricity. And on that side right there, I have a battery charger. And then that runs down to a power strip right here. I can swing the fluorescent tube light over to the power strip. The power strip's mounted right here. I can turn it on and off. Then the cord, just like the solar charger cord, which is right here, that coils up and stores here, drops down through the tailgate gap. And so I can plug in at night with an extension cord, or when I'm camping where there's power. Underneath, I've got storage for all my tubs. This is my camp burner. Underneath, I've got, this will fit my hard case, or in this case, my 2-gun AR soft case, a couple ammo boxes, and then the diesel heater. You can see the intake vent is back there, is mounted right back in that corner. This chain goes up, and I'll show you the chain at the other side of it here in a second. That chain is my security gate at night, or my security lock. There's the diesel tank. I can access that from the back of the truck without opening the tailgate. I just got to open the canopy and I can fill that up. Here is the top of the canopy. You can see I've got a chain. That's so I can grab it to pull it closed at night, or just in general, so I'm not beating up the seal on it. And that chain that I have down below hooks into that. So I've got my little camp area set up here. It is sprinkling right now. I've got a step right here. Harbor Freight, 50 bucks. And those steps actually fold up and store right here. And this holds them down. So you can see from the back, pretty comfortable. This is my water bowser. 5 gallons of, you could drink it, I wouldn't. It's our filtered water from home. So it's like tap water, but it's not the best water. But we use it for cooking, and mostly I use it for just brushing my teeth, wetting my hair, that stuff. A couple more containers, some vinyl decking I got from, I think, Costco or something years ago. So I put that down. That's my portable shower tent, but I keep the porta potty in there. So I have a little porta potty so I don't have to walk, in this case, up to the campground's bathrooms. But if I'm off grid, I can use the porta potty. I can also stand up in there and change if I need to. Or if I'm off grid, I can use that as a shower also. These are my my painter rods, extendable with a clamp, some old tent stake or tent ropes. You can't hardly see them. So this builds me a porch, if you will. So it fastens to the back of the truck, and I get a porch awning for days like today when it's raining, or if it was really hot, maybe I'd want to do that to get some shade. Some blocks so that I make sure that the nose is up, because I never want to sleep with my head down. And that's pretty much it. It's quite comfortable. It works well, and yeah, maybe I'll see you out there in the woods someday.